Hello everyone, welcome to Reality Online platform. Yeah, in our last video we started what number sequence is, and we talked about the three kinds of number system that we are presenting to you in the videos: arithmetic sequence, geometric sequence, and Fibonacci sequence. Also, we started work on arithmetic sequence and we were able to establish how to recognize arithmetic sequence, also how to get number of terms. Once we have the last digit, we have the first digit that gets the number of terms. So today we are going to talk about how to get the last term itself, that is the nth term, because we mentioned in the last video that the last term can also be referred to as the nth term. Okay, so how do we get the nth term and how do we get some of the first n terms? If you have not watched the previous video, please kindly go back to watch it so that you understand fully what we are talking about here, because we did a lot of things there, a lot of introduction before coming to the main topic. Okay, so I want us to work with this example. Okay, so if you see, I mentioned in the last video that every sequence has these three things: it has the number of terms, it has the first term, and it has the last term. Yes, so the first term of this is known. The first term is 3. That is the first number, the first element on the in the array. We don't know what the last term is because the sequence continues. It is not a terminating sequence. It doesn't stop, it continues. That is, you can count as far as you want to. You can go ahead to 18, go ahead to 21, to 24. When you continue to go, and you never get to the end of it. Also, because we don't have the last term, there's no way we can know the number of terms. So there is a way they've worked on it, because for you to be a good student of number sequence, you must be a very good observer. So there is a pattern that it follows, of which you can look at the pattern and be able to predict the term of any number of the term, like maybe the 10th term, maybe the 20th term, maybe the 30th term, maybe the 35th term, even without having to write all the numbers out. So let us see. The first term is 3. Then this is also referred to as the first term, which is T1. Second term, which is T2, is 6. 6 is the same thing as 3 plus 3. Don't forget, you can get the common difference, because common difference is always the difference between consecutive terms. 6 minus 3, that's 3. 9 minus 6, that's 3. It is always constant. So you know your common difference is equal to 3. So this is 3 plus 3, which is what I'm doing is just to bring out the common difference. So try the common difference from this. What do I have left? I have this. So we notice that this is the first term, while this is the common difference for second term. And let's go ahead. Third term. Third term, which is 9, can be written as the previous term plus the common difference, 6 plus 3. Okay? And don't forget, we've broken down 6 to give us 3 plus 3. So you have 3 plus 3 plus 3. Now we notice that this is the first term, this is the common difference, while this is also the common difference. So this is going to give us a plus 2d. Now let's continue. The fourth term. The fourth term is 12. This can be written as the previous term plus the common difference. Okay? Don't forget, the previous term, which is 9, has been written like this. That is a plus 2d. This is added to d, so you'll be having a plus 3d. Let me do one more before I generalize. The fifth term is the same thing as 15, which can be written as 12, that is the previous term plus the common difference, 12 plus 3. Okay, and this is 12 has been established to be a plus 3d. That's a plus 3d plus 3, which the 3 is also the common difference, and that is a plus 4d. Okay, if you watch it, there is a kind of pattern it has. First term is equal to a, which at the same time can be written as a plus 0d. While the second term is equal to a plus d, the third term is equal to a plus 2d, the fourth term is a plus 3d, the fifth term is a plus 4d. It follows a pattern that a is always present in all of the terms, and it's always added to 1 subtracted from the number of terms. is first term, why we're having 0 here. This is 2, why we're having 2 minus 1, which is 1 here. This is 3, why we're having 3 minus 1, which is 2 here. This is 4, why we're having 4 minus 1, which is 4 here. And which is 3 here. This is 5, why we're having 5 minus 1, which is 4 here. So that means if I continue this to nth term, all I need to do is write A, then subtract 1 from n and put D. Okay, so if you are using it for the second term, that is your n is equal to 2, you'll be having T2 is equal to A plus 2 minus 1. What is 2 minus 1? 1. Then you put your D. So this one is tagged. Is tagged to be the last term. Or sometimes you call it the nth term. Sometimes you call it just the n. So for any sequence now, this sequence, let's say they now ask us to find the 20th term. As we find what the value of 20th term is going to be. So all you need to do is just to say T20 is equal to A plus 20 minus 1D. This is going to be A plus 19D. We know that our first term is 3, while our common difference is 3. So you'll be having 3 plus 57, and this is going to give us 60. We know that the next term here is supposed to be 18, so let's try and get it out. That's how many terms? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's say they ask us to find the 6th term. All you need to do is put n is equal to 6, so that you have T6 is equal to A plus 6 minus 1D, and that is A plus 5D. Okay, and that's going to give us 3 plus 5 in the bracket 3, and this is 3 plus 18, which is going to, 3 plus 15 rather. This is 3 plus 15, which is going to give us 18, which is what we had earlier. Okay, so with this you can get any term you want, because this is referred to as the nth term, is always the last term. So if you want to find number of terms for me, let's say this is not 20 and they just give us 60, we know what to do. Last term, which is 60, minus first term, which is 3, divided by common difference plus 1. We did that in the previous video. Okay, so what about when they now ask you to find the sum of the first n terms? Let's say this same sequence, they ask us to find the sum of the first 3 terms. There is a formula, or let me see, there are 2 formulas that are going to give us for sum of the first n terms. Sum of the first n term is written as Sn. It can be n over 2 into bracket a plus l. By now, I believe we know what a is, which is the first term, and we know what l is, which is the last term. Also, it can be n over 2 because we already know that, we already established that the last term is equal to this, is equal to a plus n minus 1d. So if you expand it, you have n over 2 in the bracket 2a plus n minus 1d. So we can use this formula, we can use the formula, depending on what they give us. So let's say they say that find the sum of the first 3 terms. First 3 terms is S3. So if you want to use the first formula, we have 3 over 2, which is n over 2, in the bracket a, 3, plus what is the last term for the third term? 9. So this is 3 over 2 into bracket 12, and that's 3 times 6, which is 18. So let us see. If you want to confirm it, 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. Yes, that's true. What if you want to use the second formula? What if you want to use the second formula? Sn is equal to n over 2 in the bracket 2a plus n minus 1d. So let's say they ask us to find some of the first 3 terms. So you have S3 is going to be 3 over 2 the bracket 2 into bracket 3 plus 3 minus 1 the bracket 3. So if you solve this, you have 3 over 2 in the bracket. This is 6, and this is going to be 6, that's 12, and that's 18. I would like you to try find the sum of the first 4 terms using this formula, the 2 of them. Find the sum of the first 5 terms using the 2 of them, and check if they are going to be the same answer when you had them literally with So I believe you gained a lot today. We talked about nth term. I'll talk about some of the first nth term in arithmetic progression, or you call it arithmetic sequence. It can be called progression or sequence. So I will want you to, if you have not subscribed, click on the subscription button. Then you get notification whenever we post new videos, because we still have geometric progression, which is a geometric sequence, we still have Fibonacci sequence, so that you won't miss out on any of these videos. Thank you very much. See you.